cumbersome. Let's reflect times. I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut them up. Just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Get set.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Right there, right.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
60. Come 19. Come 19. Tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, pass. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, smash circle.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey McBride, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bootz use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night?
Here we go.
Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11.
Now Burrow. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Oftentimes broken tackles are his specialties. And put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On one, ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The quick slant caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here we go.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 1 yard is the gain. And the Saints are set up now with a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Fournette is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. In motion left is Watkins.
18 Rattler.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
I'm one, right?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Burrow on play action. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2, ready?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Here we go, here we go.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Burrow. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
18, Pioneer! 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals! 79 Broncos!
They'll set up to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set!
Now back to throw. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. It's Brown. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So 8 yards on the completion there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. That is caught by Lamb. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
First down. Here's Burrow. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Crap ball 80. Hey, Check that. Street.
Hands it off out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third.
Seven Pirates.
In motion left is Watkins. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Seventy Rangers. Hurt. 60 Maverick.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bootz are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Trap 50. No street.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Ready! 19, 18, check, Panther! Go, Reed, go! Ready!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So first and 10 now from the 30. In motion left is Watkins. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Head the street! Head the street!
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught by Brown.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get to it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Saints on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex.